good morning, good afternoon, you lot. Wherever you are, I hope it's good. Okay, before I start this video, I just want to do a bit of housekeeping. And firstly, I just want to say one of my videos has finally reached 100 views. Thanks very much for that. It really means a lot. And secondly, I kind of want to tell you about what my plans are for this channel going forward. So as it stands, I think I'm at 46 subscribers. You wonderful people. I think we'll do a special video at 50 subscribers, so do what you can to get people subscribing. I'll tell you now, it won't be another Q&A video. I have something else in mind. The Q&A videos are quite fun. I think I'll bring that back again soon. On the subject of milestones, I think I'll do a special video at 50 subs, 100 subs, 250, 500 and then 1,000. Everyone needs goals, right? Also, I want to get a bit of feedback from you guys. My talking videos, All Talk No Shock, are there to talk about Transformers news and some of the latest Transformers topics, but I've noticed there's some of my least watched videos, so I put it to you. Should they stay or should they go? I'll try and do an interactive poll, so if it's up there, can you vote and just let me know what your views are? And if that doesn't work and I haven't managed to do it properly, can you leave a comment below? Thanks very much, guys. Right, so that's that out of the way and dealt with. Should we get on with it? This is another episode of Through the Looking Glass, and today we're looking at the questionable allegiances that is Mirage. So let's make like a coat and turn. In the Generation 1 cartoon, Mirage was a fairly prominent character, especially in the first series, but then quietly faded into the background. That works on so many levels. Mirage would transform into a JS11 Liger. Ligua? I'm a Formula 1 fan, I should know this. A Formula 1 car of the recent Formula 1 season of its time. I love these rubber tyres. Whilst Mirage is a competent fighter and a member of the Autobot ranks, he never really cared for Earth or the war. In fact, in the last part of the pilot episode, he's seen sneaking on to the Decepticon ship in a desperate attempt to get back to Cybertron. Ironically transforming into a loud Formula 1 car, Mirage's power is that he can become invisible. This is more of a trait he shows when he's selected for stealth missions or spends as much time as possible trying to keep away from team selection to go on missions altogether. This Mirage does have an air of untrustworthiness that is certainly felt in the Autobot ranks. In the IDW comics, and in particular the All Hail Megatron series, you first see the Autobots down on their luck and down a Prime 2. After a devastating attack by the Decepticons, the Autobots are in hiding with Prime on life support and Jazz and Prowl in co-command. The Autobots believe they were set up for an ambush, and this leads to speculation and accusations within the camp. And Ironhide doesn't mince his words, and eventually he lets Mirage know that he thinks he was the one who sold them out. Whilst in this case Mirage is loyal to the Autobots, the familiarity of his non-committance is revisited here, and this begins the first case of prejudice. Naturally, Mirage is hurt by the comments when his name is cleared, despite Ironhide's attempt at an apology. Not that this is the same Mirage, but it's an interesting concept to explore. What do you do with an Autobot who has questionable allegiances? Make him a Decepticon. This Mirage is a vain and ruthless fighter that makes consistent appearances through the Energon cartoon. He's far removed from the blue and white F1 car we remember, and he encourages war against the Autobots. To further separate the differences, this Mirage turns into a gunboat and looks considerably taller. In the very recent Netflix series Siege, Mirage is back to his race car alt mode and colour scheme. This Mirage seems more steady than G1 and is loyal to the Autobot resistance. His invisibility powers have expanded considerably. Not only can he disguise himself as a Decepticon, see how I link that in, but he can expand his powers to cover much more wider and larger objects. It would seem, if anything, Siege Mirage is a more mature Generation 1 Mirage compared to his 80s counterpart. So in summary, Mirage follows a complex yet familiar pattern. From the initial outing, his allegiances are questioned, despite whether they should be justified to or not. The move to turn him, or at least use the same name, into a Decepticon is a strange one, but not an unsurprising one. You almost think he joined them by choice. He's one of the few bots with powers, and that's always stayed synonymous with him. And despite what his comrades think, he's always there from the outset, fighting against the Decepticons. Or the Autobots. And there you have it. That's Mirage through the looking glass. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And